What's up guys? Today I'm super excited because I'm actually going to be trying a new restaurant that opened up near me. Well, not really a restaurant. It's called Shilin Taiwanese Street Snacks. I'm very excited to try it out because if you didn't already know, the capital of Taiwan is Taipei, and within Taipei there's actually a very well-known night market that's called Shilin Night Market. This place that just opened up near me actually has the exact same name as that night market that's open in Taipei. I don't know if the owner of this shop is an actual vendor from the Shilin Night Market over in Taipei, but I have pretty high expectations because I've been to my fair share of Taiwanese night markets. I've never been to Shilin, but I've been to a lot of other ones in Taiwan, and the street snacks there are super bomb. If you didn't already know about the country of Taiwan, it's basically this island off the coast of China, and they're very well known for their nightlife, their night markets. And basically what these Taiwanese night markets are, it's just this giant night market where a bunch of vendors congregate, and they have different games, drinks, food, clothes, anything that you could possibly imagine at like a mall. But from my experience in Taiwan, I feel like most of the people who go to these night markets are there for the food or the drinks. Maybe there are some kids there who are there to play games. The nightlife there in Taiwan is completely different than the nightlife that you would see here in America, where people just kind of go out and party and drink. In Taiwan, when people go out for nightlife, most of the time they're going out to these Taiwanese night markets and they're eating really fucking good. So we're gonna go check out Shilin Night Market. We're gonna see what they have to offer. I don't know how big their menu is. I'm just hoping that they have at least the bare minimum. That would probably be like pork cutlets or maybe chicken cutlets, whatever you would prefer. Mianxian, Taiwanese sausages, so oyster omelets, that's like one of my favorites. So we're just gonna see what we can get and whether or not the food here lives up to the quality of the food that you would see at a typical Taiwanese night market. So I just finished up ordering. I don't really know what I was expecting when I went to the store. Half of me was kind of hoping that I would see like a vendor, like an actual stall that you would see at a real Taiwanese night market. They actually weren't open, like you couldn't go inside and order. They just had this big tablet sitting outside on a table that you would order. There was no human interaction whatsoever. So that's pretty good that they're dealing with COVID pretty well. But yeah, I'm just here waiting for my food. I did order quite a bit, so it might take a while for them to cook everything and prep. Their menu was not as big as I was expecting it to be. They did, however, have all like I would say the staple Taiwanese street snacks that you would see at a typical night market, so I ordered all of those. They didn't really have Taiwanese sausages, which are one of my favorite things to get at night markets in Taiwan, but that's okay. You can really find those at a lot of different places. Like, you don't have to go to a place like this to find that. Secure the bag. Alright guys, I'm back with the food. I ordered quite a bit, so I'm excited to try everything out. Got my drink because it's gonna get dry. So I did order quite a bit of food, so I'm really excited to try it all out. Let's see everything that I got. So first thing that I got was a chicken cutlet. We have an oyster omelet, which is a staple at every Taiwanese night market. They had the oyster mianxian, which is one of my favorite things. I have really high expectations for this one because my mom makes oyster mianxian really fucking well. We also have braised pork with rice, another staple at any Taiwanese night market. You will see this at literally every single night market you go to in Taiwan. Next up, we have sweet plum fries. This is something that I've never heard of before. I don't know what it could even possibly taste like. I'm assuming it tastes like sweet potato fries, but we'll see. And last but not least, our drink, we got limong ai. I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a lemony drink with ai jelly. If you don't know what that is, you just kind of have to try it. I didn't want to get boba, which I know a lot of people are probably expecting me to get at a Taiwanese street snack vendor, but boba is actually really sweet for me, and I can't really have it that often. I just had it a few days ago, so I kind of need a few days to just like be away from boba. I know some people drink boba every day, especially in the Bay Area, but I personally can't because I don't have a really high sugar tolerance. Those boba pearls are just like, they're on another level of sweetness. So we're gonna try the braised pork with rice first, just because I feel like this is like probably like the easiest dish to make. You can't really screw this up as long as you know what you're doing. So here is the braised pork with rice. It doesn't look like anything too amazing, but it looks pretty decent. It also comes with like, it's a pretty hefty size for what you would get for $8.75. I think that's what I paid for it. So we're gonna take a bite here. It's not bad. They have some tofu pieces over here. They have an egg. They have braised pork, just rice and cabbage. It's not bad, not bad. It's not bad at all. Next up, we're gonna try the oyster omelet. I've had these a long time ago. Ooh, the sauce smells like sweet. Sweet and sour. Is this sweet and sour sauce? I'm not sure if it's sweet and sour sauce, so I'm not gonna pour it all over it because I'm gonna save some for the rest of my family, but I'll pour it on this little portion that I have here, and then I'm gonna try it out. All right, so here's the first bite. That's really good. I don't even think I need the sauce for this. I don't know what this is. This lettuce. They have some lettuce, some oysters, some egg, obviously. That's really good. It's not like a traditional omelet that you would find like at a diner or something. It has like this different kind of consistency. I don't know exactly what goes in here. I'm not a chef. There's egg, but there's also something that's almost like jelly. I have no idea what it is, but it's really good, and it's what makes the oyster omelet an oyster omelet, because it's definitely not just oyster inside of an egg omelet. That's not all it is, but yeah. Wow, when I went to Taiwan when I was a kid, I would never really appreciate what I had when I was there. I was always that middle schooler, and I was addicted to video games at the time, so every time I would go to Taiwan, I just want to stay in and play some League of Legends or something. But now that I'm looking back at it, I really should have taken advantage of the time I had there, because I don't have the opportunity to go to Taiwan anymore, especially in a time like this during Corona. I don't have the opportunity to go and travel and eat all this good food. But Shilin Street Snacks right here is actually doing a really great job of putting on some pretty authentic Taiwanese street snacks, and this is definitely reminding me of the night markets that I've been to when I've been in Taiwan. This is really, really good. Oyster omelet, 10 out of 10. Next up, I'm gonna try the chicken cutlet. Not really too high of expectations here either, because I feel like you can't really fuck this up either. They did have something that was really interesting to me when I was ordering. They had a fragrance level, and fragrance to me, that was always like aroma, smell. I don't know whether or not that's gonna impact the taste too much. Maybe there's some psychology involved, but I hope that's what it is, because I don't know what I'm talking about. So, chicken cutlet, let's give it a bite. The crust looks really good. Looks like they fried it really well. Nice amount of seasoning. I think I got mild spiciness, so let's see how much of a punch it packs. That's really good. Wow. I did not expect the chicken to fall apart so easily in my mouth. Wow. If you've never had a chicken cutlet fried like this before, it's basically a giant popcorn chicken. That's the best way I can describe it. It's basically just a giant popcorn chicken that you can munch on. Mild spicy, it definitely tastes like mild. I still don't really know what the fragrance is thing that they're talking about, but this is really good. If there was an after school snack that I could eat every single day, it would probably be this, because this is just something really simple. It gets down easy, it falls apart really easily in my mouth, it tastes delicious. It's just really, really simple. You don't need to go ham on the cooking or anything, right? It's just chicken cutlet. That's so good. I'm really surprised by how easily the chicken falls apart in my mouth. It feels like it's melting almost. I'm not exaggerating, this is really good. That's really, really good. So far, so good. Next up, I'm gonna try the sweet plum fries. I've never heard of these before. I have no idea what sweet plum fries even are, but we're gonna give it a try. So this is just looks like a regular sweet potato fry, I would say. Nothing too crazy about it. Honestly, it just tastes like a sweet potato fry to me, so it's not bad. I mean, night markets also have like regular fries, right? Not just sweet plum fries, they also have like fondue fries, like steak fries, crazy stuff like that. So I'm assuming all the kids would probably go for those, and this is probably what all the adults are eating. But correct me if I'm wrong, these are still really good. They just taste like sweet potato fries. If you put these next to sweet potato fries, I would not be able to taste a difference, I think. That's really good. I like it. Save this to my mom. And last but not least, we have the oyster mianxian. The reason I save this for last is that I have really high expectations for this, because since I was a kid, my mom has made the best oyster mianxian I have ever had in my life. No night market in Taiwan would ever compete with the mianxian that my mom makes. So this has a really high bar to meet. It looks pretty promising. It smells amazing. It smells like the oyster smell that's coming out from this is really, really amazing. I'm gonna spoon for this. There's no way I'm gonna be able to eat that with chopsticks. Oh yeah, it smells amazing. It doesn't smell quite like the one my mom used to make, because I don't think my mom added any spiciness when she used to make it, because my mom doesn't like spicy foods. That's just personal preference though. Oh yeah, that looks really good. You guys can't really see it because it's filled to like almost the rim, so if I tilt it in any way, it's gonna fucking spill. I'm just gonna try it out right away. Oh yeah. I love oysters, so like the oyster omelet and the oyster mianxian, they're really hitting the spot right now, and I haven't had oyster in a really long time because it's kind of hard to come across for me. I feel like it's kind of like a bougie thing to be eating, but this is really fucking good. I'm really enjoying this. I would say that it's not quite as good as the one my mom used to make, because my mom used to throw like a whole bunch of different ingredients. She would throw like mushrooms, bamboo shoots, different types of ingredients. This doesn't really have anything. This is just the mianxian noodles and oysters, and that's basically it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It still tastes amazing. It still tastes absolutely delicious. But if they had like I see a bamboo shoot in there. I see 1 or 2 bamboo shoots in there. If they added a little bit more ingredients, I feel like that would really bring all the flavors together, and it would just be really, really amazing. Yeah, this is still really good nonetheless. Wow. I'm getting kind of thirsty now because I've been eating some really dry, spicy things. So I'm gonna try out the limon ayu. Ooh, right through the lemon. Oh, that's so good and so refreshing. If you've never had limon ayu and you've only been on the boba hype for these past few years, I highly encourage you to try out limon ayu. It's really good. It'll give you a whole new perspective on like Asian drinks as a whole, because boba is not all that Taiwan has to offer. Boba's great, don't get me wrong, but like I said, I feel like the sweetness sometimes can just get really overbearing. This is like more of like a refreshing drink to me, especially on a hot day like this. It's like 84 degrees right now. It was 91 earlier, it's 84 now. But this is really refreshing on a hot day, and I feel like boba doesn't really like, boba is good, but it's not refreshing, you know what I mean? Like refreshing drinks like this, like limon ayu, this is something else, and this hits way different. So the final verdict on Shilin Taiwanese street snacks, it was really good. Definitely the best thing that I had today was a chicken cutlet, because this thing really surprised me. I didn't really expect the chicken cutlet to be that flavorful and fall apart that easily in my mouth. I expected it to be like more like stale, more like crispy if anything, but I was really pleasantly surprised with it. And they also give you quite a bit. If you can see, I have like 3 whole pieces in here, and I already ate quite a bit of it. If there's one recommendation that I can give for anybody that wants to try out the Shilin street snacks, I would definitely recommend the chicken cutlet. You just can't go wrong. It doesn't get your hands dirty, you can eat it really easily, and it's just really good. And yeah, that's pretty much my review on the food that I got at Shilin Taiwanese street snacks. Everything here was super good and the food tasted super authentic. Obviously, the overall experience will not quite live up to the actual authentic Taiwanese night market experience that you would get over at Taiwan. So if you're in Taiwan, you should definitely check out one of their night markets, but this is definitely an excellent first step. If you enjoyed hanging out, don't forget to leave a like and a subscribe. Comment down below what your favorite Taiwanese street snack is if you have one, and if you don't have one, let me know which one you definitely want to try out next time you're in Taiwan. Until I see you guys again, don't forget to wear your masks, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.